Hello, Alejandra. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Miss. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine too. Well, let's please continue. And we are going to start reviewing the use of may and might, which are two modal auxiliaries. And as I told you before, don't worry, okay? And we will see how we are going to reschedule, I mean, not reschedule, but reassign the homework, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Perfect. So, well, let's see. May and might. When do you use it and what is the difference? Well, you use may and might to express possibility. Okay, it's the similar use of will, but this one is possibility. And you can actually use it, well, to ask for permission, giving permission, request or suggestions, and wish. And here we have the specific use, may and might. We use may whenever we think that it's more probable that something will happen, more probable. And we use might when something is less probable. Let's see. May, for expressing possibility, is used to express what is possible, factual, or could be factual, like more probable to happen. And here, might is used to express what is counterfactual or hypothetical or remotely possible. So more possible, less possible. Please, can you read the example given?
Yes. You might go home now, John.
Yes. And with might,
I might be a few minutes later.
yes, a few minutes late. And here, whenever we are asking for permission, we can use may or might. When asking for permission, may is much more common than might. This one is more common to use than might. But of course, you can use both, okay?
Okay.
Again, this one is more probable that will happen, and this one is less probable. Here, please, can you read on the example?
May I go to the movies tonight?
Mm-hmm. And with
Might
might,
I might I make a modest suggestion?
correct. So, may, more probable, might, less probable. However, you can use both, but may is more common than might. And here, whenever you are giving permission, you can only use may, not might.
May.
Please, can you read on the example?
Yes. Thank you. You may go now.
Correct. And here, request and suggestions. When politely or formally making a request, asking for information or making a suggestion, might is regarded as preferable than to may. Well, to express requests or suggestions, it says here that might is more common to use than may. Again, what is the difference? The difference is that may is more probable that will happen and might less probable. This is it. Here, please, we have two examples given. Can you please read the example?
Yes. Might we use your office for a few minutes?
Yes,
Mike, I borrow your pen.
yes. So again, now here we have may more probable, might less probable. Here is not saying that you will only use may because both of them are correct in use, but whenever we are talking about questions, always may is more commonly to use. And here to express wish. If you want to express a wish or hope, then may is always the correct word to use. So to express wish, we are not going to use might, only may. Please.
May I have the bill, please?
Yes. And here now we have two examples with might, but this doesn't mean that it's not commonly used. It is. You can. There are some examples. But always you have to read the statement and you have to identify if it's something that it's expressing that it's more probable that will happen instead of less probable. If it's more probable that will happen, then directly you have to use may. If it's less probable, might.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
this is the difference. Don't worry. And well, let's please work on the practice really quick. And well, this is the use of the modal may and might. Please work on the practice and let me know when you finish.
Okay.
Thank you.
Miss, I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
I have to choose the letter or I have to put the word because the here is A will, B won't, C may, D might.
All right. What does the instruction say? Choose or type the word?
Just say may or might for predictions. Write the best answer. The
Okay,
word.
right. Yes, the word.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm finished, miss.
All right, very good. And how did you do in this practice?
I don't see the results.
Okay, let's just check. All right, good. You did great. Let's see, what were your mistakes here? The dog will die. It's very weak. The dog
My,
may die. See,
my.
more probable that happen, no?
Uh,
Because it's very weak. And here, I will give up. Maybe it was soda and junk food, but the order is correct.
okay,
I will give up. What was the order of the word? If soda was before junk food, then soda was at the beginning. Soda and junk food.
okay.
Yeah, and here I may watch
Less TV.
less TV. Yes, correct. I will go to the movies tomorrow. I won't do my morning training. And may I have lunch today? And the question mark, right? Don't forget. Might
Okay.
have some time for sleep. And you miss here the subject. No, aquí faltó el auxiliar. May I, you, he, she,
I
it.
see. Yes.
Yeah, nothing else. All right, well, very good. Now you know the probability, no? The probabilities can be shown on scale. And here is the scale whenever we are using also will. Will definitely will happen, will probably happen, and may and might. The difference with these two is that may is more probable than might, but they are on the
Base.
same spot. Yes. And well, then least is probable won't and definitely won't. Yes, this is it. All right, so very good. This is it. This is the use of may and might. Now, don't you worry. I will be assigning you the grammar related to this section again, okay? Don't worry. All right, well, okay. Well, this is it. Let's please continue with unit number 3 or unit number 4, sorry. We did this, we were doing this. Definite and indefinite articles. And I think we were here. Did you do the practice?
Yes.
Okay. And well, here are the rules for using a and an articles. And this is like a summary, okay, that you will have. First rule is that a must be used before words which begin with a vowel symbol pronounced with the same sound as the, Y, or W like sound. For example, a euro, a unicycle, a university. So what we have to really care is not only the writing, but also the pronunciation, no? Like we review here, pronunciation and writing. Rule number 2, sometimes an is found before words beginning with the letter H. We know this because H, it's un sonido mudo, no? It doesn't pronunciate. So an hour, an honor, and hair, no? Una liebre, etc. And here, rule number 3, we use an before abbreviations that begin with a vowel sound. For example, an MBA, an MA, an MSc, an MBBS, etc. All right, so pronunciations basically related to professions and well, post-degree, master's, and PhD.
Okay.
Here, rule number 7. Such plus a or plus an plus a noun or such plus a, an plus adjective plus noun, it's rare. Such a policy, such a long trip, such a great teacher, etc. So these are common phrases, no? That such can be followed by an or an, followed by a noun, also followed by an adjective and then a noun. Okay, again, we are using a after a noun, like we have been reviewing, and we can also use a or an followed by an adjective. Okay, like here, great. Great is an adjective. Here, rule number 8. The following word has an indefinite article. So plus adjective plus a or an plus noun. So boring a book. So beautiful an actress. Also, you can make expressions like this. But again, no, what is important here is that we are following a or an followed by a noun. Few and little, well, are negative in meaning, and a few and a little are positive and mean some. Okay, these two, few, little, are negative in meaning, and a few, a little, are positive in mean. They mean some, no? A little, that there is a few grapes, there is a little water, it's positive. But if I say there is few grapes, that means that it's negative. They might be none, no, maybe two grapes. Here, rule number 4. A or an must be used before a singular noun standing for things that can be counted. We know this. It was in the first slide. A chair, a bottle, an umbrella with countable, no? And to express singularity. Rule number 5. A or an must be used before the names of professions. For example, a director, an editor, a teacher, etc. 6. When you mean a typical example, use a or an. For example, a cat drinks milk. You could easily say cat drinks milk. Yes, but if you are talking specifically in generally about cats, a cat drinks milk. All right, we're talking about cats drinking milk. And rule number 10, it is original numerical sense of one. Example, let's see, not a word was said. 12 inches made a foot. Oh, okay, we are referring that not a word was said. These are just phrases, ¿no? No se dijo
Yes.
ni una palabra, ni una, ¿no? Ni una palabra. 12, 12 inches make a foot. So again, here we are making numerical sense, no? Numerical sense. And well, in the last sentence it says 12 pulgadas hacen un pie, no? Un pie. Again, no, as you see here, a is going to be followed by a noun. A is following noun. Here, a and an, one thing or person. Yes, we know, to express singularity. She works in a hospital. That means that she works in one hospital, right? I've got a puppy. Yo tengo un cachorro. Un, singularidad, singularidad. Porque si sería plural, sería she works in hospitals, ¿no? Sin la
Mhm.
necesidad de la A. I've got puppies. Sin la necesidad de la A y la AN expresan también singularidad. Rule number 12. We use a or an when we say what a thing or a person is. Coca-Cola is a beverage. A dog is a domestic animal. All right, so we are expressing what a person or a thing is. No, we are making descriptions. Coca-Cola es una bebida y un perro es un
Animal
animal
domestic.
doméstico. Correct. Yes. And well, the most important is here, I think. The most important is that we not only care about writing, right? Writing, we also care about pronunciation. This is very important. Not only writing, but also pronunciation. And well, this is it for the unit. With this conversation practice, we will start unit number 5. Let's see. Let's begin with this conversation about your hometown, el lugar donde naciste. First question. Where is your hometown?
My hometown is in Cochabamba. I born in Cochabamba,
All
Bolivia.
right. Is it the city or the countryside?
It is the city, Cochabamba.
All right. And what's it known for?
Cochabamba is known by the food and of the Christ of the Concord. Um, the people are very um, sociable
All right.
and kind.
Nice. And what do people do there? Like, what is the common activities? What
It's
are the common?
almost of the people work in very in different areas like stores and schools. It's uh, it's a kind of s- uh, all types of works.
All right. And how are people there? Oh, well, you said that they're kind and friendly.
Yes.
Any
uh,
other adjective that you would like to add?
Maybe happier.
Okay. Would you like to live in your hometown or somewhere else?
No, I like to live in Cochabamba.
All right. Is it easy to find a job there?
Actually, no, don't.
Okay.
Because many stores and works closed by COVID-19.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it a good environment for young people?
I think so, yes.
Is traffic congestion a big problem in your hometown?
Yes, actually, yes, because the city is it's growing, and so many people have uh, his own cars, and the city can be small for so many cars.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. Let's please continue. Unit number 5. Well, vocabulary in this unit is going to be related to going out. Well, these are some of the phrases that you're going to be, some of the words that you are going to be reviewing in this unit, all right? Have a date. Well, what is the meaning of have a date? To go somewhere fun with a friend or even with just um, any kind of date. You can have romantic dates or just a date with friends. However, let's please read on the example, please.
Maggie has a date with Brian. They're going to dance together.
Correct. Get along. Get along means to have a friendly relationship with someone. No, llevarse bien. Please, can you read on the example?
I try to get along with everyone at work.
Yes. And the next word, propose. is when someone asks you to marry. You know, when someone asks someone to marry you. That's propose. Please.
Paul proposed to Julia and she said yes. They'll get married next year.
Correct. And single means not married.
He is 35 years old and still single, but his mother wants him to get married.
Yes. And well, here, get dressed up. Put on your best clothes for a special event.
Maggie likes to get dressed up for parties, but Brian prefers jeans and a t-shirt.
Correct. Engage. Engage is planning to get married.
John and Jill are engaged. Are they planning their wedding for March?
Correct. Yeah. All right. Well, let's please move on. In grammar, in unit number 5, you are going to be reviewing, well, we are going to have this conversation about hobbies first, and then we're going to review on infinitive versus gerunds. Please, what is your hobby?
I like to do origami things with paper.
Oh, that's very nice. Is your hobby common in your country?
Not at all.
All right. Is your hobby the same as when you were a child?
No, because when I was a child, I like to play games with my sisters.
All right, okay. And how many hours around do you do origami?
Maybe
Around.
1 hour of the day because it's relaxing for me. I
Mm-hmm.
have to distract of all the stress. Sometimes when even when I've been in work, I took a piece of paper and I made some figure because my work is very stressing.
Okay, you're right. And when did you start practicing that hobby?
Maybe when I was 13 years old or 14 years old.
All right. And is there anybody in your family who you share your hobby with?
Uh, for now, not, but my daughter is start to learning origami because
Oh,
I'm teaching.
oh, that's so very nice. Okay. And how much time do you spend on your hobby? Well, we said this, no?
Yes.
Around an hour every day. All right. Including weekends?
The weekends it's more because I sometimes I have a little bit more of time.
Okay. All right. What benefits do you get from it?
I feel relaxed.
All right. And have you ever heard of someone having a very unusual hobby? And what was it?
Yes, maybe the people to go out to the countryside and make extremely sports like kayak, no, rafting in,
Mm-hmm.
in the rivers.
Okay. All right. Yes, those are very unusual hobbies,
Yes,
and they're very dangerous. You have to be like really trained for that kind of things.
yes,
All right.
absolutely.
And what do you think about someone having weird hobbies?
It's fine if they like the that hobbies because mm, everyone's is a singular person and they do the things that makes feel happy.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what hobbies are usually expensive in your country?
Bowling and play bowling and maybe board I don't know electric games like machines games.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to the movies. Sometimes it's expensive.
Okay, you're right. Yes. All right. Well, very nice. Let's please move on. Here in grammar, you are going to be reviewing about the use of infinitives versus gerunds, and we are going to see some of the most important rules on when to use them. Well, we're going to use infinitive with to be or not to be. That's the first rule. After some verbs like want, need, would, and like. For example, you need to stay home. No? All right. You need to stay home here. The second rule. After adjectives. Here we have an adjective, good. It's good to know you're well. So after adjectives, we can use infinitives. After question words, what, who, and where. Do you know when to do it? Infinitive. And rule number 4, infinitive of purpose, which this is something that we have reviewed, right?
Yes.
To say why we do or did something. I bought the sugar to make a cake. No? Why did you buy the sugar? To make a cake. Yes. So to express to be or not to be, we are going to use after some verbs. No? Want, need, would, and like. I need to stay home. No? Yo necesito quedarme en casa. Okay? I would like to eat dinner. Okay? I want to drink water. Here, gerund. Well, we know that gerunds are verbs that are going to be ending with the ing. So let's see, when do we use them? Doing or not doing? Let's see. And this is the common phrase, not to be or not to be. This is like a Hamlet phrase.
Yes.
Here, yes. As a noun, for example, they can be a subject or the object of a sentence. Here, in this case, the gerund is being the subject. Está siendo el sujeto en oración, ¿no? Eating fat is unhealthy. ¿No? Here, eating is the subject. And here, happiness is kissing and hugging friends. Object of the sentence. All
Hugging.
right. What is happening? What is happiness? Kissing
Hugging.
and
Kissing and
hugging.
hugging.
Correct. So object in the sentence. Here, after some verbs like love, hate, enjoy, have you finished doing your homework? For example, are you enjoying, are, do you enjoy cooking? Do you love running? Do you hate ironing or cleaning your house? 3. After a preposition, like you see here, she is very good at painting. So after a preposition, after some verbs like, love, hate, and enjoy, they can be the subject or the object in the sentence, no? Subject and the object. And here, infinitives, after verbs like want, need, would, and like, after adjectives, after question words, what, who, where, and to express a purpose in the sentence. All right, well, do you have any doubts or questions about this?
Not for now. We will see in the practice.
Okay. Let's see. There you go. Please work on the practice and let me know when you finish.
I'm finished, Miss.
All right, very good. And how did you do on this practice?
Pretty bad. 4 of 10.
Oh, wow. Well, don't you worry. There are just some rules that we have to follow, no? These rules. And again, no, according to the context, and sometimes in some cases, both of them are correct depending on the context. No, they can either be used infinitive or gerund, but we have to remember that for infinitives, we have to use the preposition to. All right. Well, don't you
Okay.
worry, we're going to do one more practice, but nevertheless, today I will be assigning you all the homework from unit number 5, because on Monday we are going to finish with all the content. It's just this. So you can start working on the pronunciation, maybe reading, writing, and later on you will be working on the following activities. All right?
Okay.
Yes, after Monday. And so the assignments will be available from today till Tuesday. All right, so you can start working on them if you have the time, and then I will be reassigning you the grammar from May and Mine.
N- no sé si se fijó el mensaje que le mandé, profe. No alcancé a hacer el writing,
Sí, ya te los reasigné ayer,
el
nuevamente.
reading y la pronunciación. Oh, está bien, gracias.
Writing, reading and pronunciation, sí, exactamente. Y voy a añadir más la parte de gramática, específicamente del may y el might, esos ejercicios para que los puedas realizar nuevamente. No
Le
problem.
cuento que en esos me fue bien.
Really? Oh, ok.
Sí,
Entonces no hay necesidad de reprogramarlos.
creo que no.
Okay, all right, very good. So
Lo que
don't
pasa es
you
que me
worry.
retrasé buscando eso en el internet para terminar de hacer eso. Entonces ahí fue
Oh,
donde me
okay.
quedé.
All right, don't worry. Todo ya está habilitado desde ayer, ¿no?
Ok,
Las
gracias,
otras
Miss.
asignaciones. All right, well, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And see you on Monday. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.